Ferraro, he absolutely loved it. Come on, Fabio, we need to see your moves. We know you've got great moves out on circuit. Let's see some off-track swagger. Come on, we know you've got it. We know you've got those moves in you. Oh, he's not going to do it, is he?
Maybe we'll see them on the podium later on if he ends up there.
Yeah, actually, maybe he's a little bit too frightened of being shown up by the guy in the crowd. Some refreshments being taken on board by our round one winner, Anea Bastianini. Is he going to get the chance to add to his 25 points already collected in Doha? There is the story, unfortunately. After the afternoon here in Mandalika, we did get a Moto3 Grand Prix, we did get a shortened Moto2 Grand Prix, and then just towards the back end of that Moto2 race, actually there was a few rain spots, wasn't there, in that Moto2 battle. You could just sense that those grey ominous clouds that had started to close in on us, they were going to have an impact on the start of this MotoGP race, and unfortunately that is exactly how it materialised, how it panned out. So that's the latest info that we have. Bang up to date on your screens there at the bottom of your picture. The pit lane will not open before 4 p.m. local time. You can just see there in the foreground Alex Crivier working, of course, now with DAZN Spanish TV. Having a chat with Ernest Rivas, of course, the famous Spanish TV commentator. I think Alex Crivier, actually, if my very hazy memory serves me right now, getting a bit fuzzy in my old age, he was on the podium the last time we had a Premier Class race here in Indonesia. I think it was an all Repsol Honda podium. Yeah, in Sentul. The race was won by Tadayuki Okada from Mick Doohan and Alex Crivier in third place. So Alex Crivier knows what it takes to get a podium finish. Around this part of the world. Finally, better late than never, at least we've got a MotoGP bike engine fired up in pit lane. Let's hope that bike is going to get ridden in anger at some stage. We're 20 minutes away from the next update. Pit lane will not open before 4 p.m. local time.
Well, you can see everyone obviously huddled up under the shelter. You've been using that shelter all weekend to really keep themselves in the shade through practice. Me and our colleague Matt Dunn walked down pit lane on Thursday lunchtime, and they had fans outside all the pit boxes and keep everybody cool. It's certainly been the heat that's been the main challenge provided by the weather this weekend. Of course, that was the cause of the delay or the initial shortening of the race distance. Let's into pit lane. We've already seen a very relaxed Fabio Quartararo down in pit lane, enjoying some of the scenes in the grandstand. Let's hear the words from his team boss, Maio Meregali. He's from side.
Maio, this must be heartbreaking for you, you know, seeing the rider, your rider, come through practice qualifying as the favourite, really, and especially in my eyes, I really thought he was the man to beat. The only one looking like on rails here when everyone else is struggling, and now it's rained and changed everything. Please give us your thoughts.
Yeah, it's a really pity. We are, as you can imagine, disappointed also because we did a 3-day test here 4 weeks ago. We did a really good job. We prepared this race in the best way as possible. We started very well. Morbidelli, for me, he could also start from the first row without the crash yet in qualify. Now, basically, we throw away all the data we gather in 5 days, basically. But I'm really now doubting if we can start, because apparently the tarmac doesn't drain. There is a lot of water, so I don't know until when we will be able to postpone the start of the race.
Getting back to Morbidelli, I was really happy to see the old Franco flashes of him come back. From inside the box, do you feel he's back on track?
Yeah, definitely. He's very happy now. Every time he wants to push, he's fast. He got back the confidence, the speed. Even in Qatar, for me, he looked much better compared to the winter test, and here even more. It's for sure a good and important point for us, because now we can really compare the two rider data during the race weekend, and as you know, one can push the other one, and that's our aim.
Maio, thank you for your time, and I hope you get to go racing.
Me too.
Yeah, thanks to Simon, thanks to Monster and his Yamaha team manager, Maio Meregali. It was a real tough start, wasn't it, for the factory Yamaha team, Yamaha in general, a couple of weeks ago over in Qatar. Fabio Quartararo, what a difference a couple of weeks can make. It kind of just shows the unpredictable nature of this year's World Championship. The world champion struggling, 9th place and over 10.5 seconds back of this man in Qatar, yet he comes to a brand new circuit here in Mandalika and has kind of the least of all problems with this new harder casing Michelin rear tyre. He was looking forward to making the soft rear work in dry conditions, which unfortunately we are not going to